The culture menu.
What's up, man?
What's up, Thugger?
It's been another week. How was your week?
My week's been good. I should probably keep the hat on. My hair's crazy, huh?
Who am I
Who are you?
to judge? I mean, that's why I have a hat on.
I feel you. But I feel like my hat has the low brim. Or like that brim where you can't really, it probably doesn't read well on camera.
You did that last week. You had the low brim one that said New York on it.
Oh, right. Okay.
So
It wasn't bother. It was fine.
it's your life, man. Live it.
YOLO.
Yeah. Man, Rihanna's pregnant. I'm gonna start off like that, 'cause that's where my mind is. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that heavy on your heart?
kinda.
Why?
I don't know.
Speak on it.
Mm-mm.
Well, don't bring it up not to speak on it.
No, I mean, like, it's just like, dang, it's like one of those things where you just always think they're gonna, like, one day,
Yeah, so wait, all you gotta do is get in the room with her one time, and
Yeah,
you think
one
she'll fall in love. I see.
Exactly.
You just like I just need one shot.
Exactly.
Now you
And-
feel like you'll never get that shot.
Exactly. Or my one shot pass. Who knows?
Seems like a lot of people seem to have that same feeling about her.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure. Like, it's something about her energy is crazy.
Nah, it is because she's like this sex symbol.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it. I totally.
Yeah, because I
get it.
doubt we would really get along. Like, I don't think so.
No, oh, you don't think you get along?
Nah, probably not.
Who knows?
I mean, I'm like so introverted, and I feel like her life is just way too chaotic. I'd be like, nah, dog.
Do you think you're hard to date or
Me?
be with? Yeah.
Um,
If you know yourself.
if I know myself, that's tough. No, not really. I really don't ask for much. Just like tell the truth.
But are you good at giving in a relationship?
Oh, I feel like I am.
Not like gifts
Oh, yeah,
and stuff.
yeah. I feel like especially in conversations.
Giving your
stuff
time,
like
your
that.
energy, and focus.
Time, yeah, energy, love, appreciation, all
Mhm.
that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't think me and Rihanna would work. Just lifestyle, right there. You know what I mean?
Because what? She's just too famous.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it. Yeah, to be honest, yeah, for sure, for
Mhm.
sure. That's not something I'd probably be into. I couldn't handle it. My jealousy would get the best of me. My ego would be triggered. I'd have a lot of work to do.
Yeah. Okay. So it'd be over before it started.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would, this is all just like fake. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
of
you know what I
course.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But, anyways.
You're taking all the fantasy out of it. You got real.
I'm saying realistically, yeah, like, yeah, in fantasy world, like, dang, dang Rihanna, so it's never gonna happen. But in reality, it's like, it really
it was never gonna happen.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
No, I get what you're saying. Well, good for them.
Yeah, good for
'Cause
them.
they've
No,
been-
for real. In real life, like, good for them. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Kind of.
I'm happy that they're gonna welcome a baby.
Yeah. And all new life is welcome life.
Mm-hmm. Rihanna's like what, 34? She's mid 30s at
32.
least.
I think 32.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's in her 30s.
Well, I was reading this headline. It said, New Jersey man who fell from the sky, okay, and landed on BMW was released from the hospital after 2 months. He doesn't know what happened. First of all, they just said he fell from the sky. Please stop.
Yep.
This man was thrown out of building, or he jumped out.
Dave Chappelle was thrown out of a plane once and fell.
What do you say?
Landed on a car.
What? In a movie?
Mm-hmm. Con Air. So, but he literally fell out of the sky. People were just walking like la la la, crash right onto their car. So he fell from the sky. So whoever you're telling me fell from the sky was thrown out of a plane.
All right. Got it.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting, like
Case
to
solved.
to fall from the sky, and because we just talked about it last week, like falling from a building or something like that, and trying to like break your fall.
Mhm.
Remember we talked about that?
Yeah,
And
ways
so
to break
then,
your
like for
fall.
them to say he fell out the sky and lived, I was just like, whoa, this is
What did he
sick.
land on? Did you read the
A
article? Say?
BMW. Did you not just hear me?
Yeah, I forgot that part. So that's exactly why he survived.
'Cause he landed on
He
the
landed on
BMW.
something that decreased. It would decrease his acceleration speed.
So, but
Decrease
that's
his
not.
speed.
Why is it different from hitting the ground? I guess the ground is just that's it.
You hit the roof of a car.
Uh-huh.
It's as you make contact with it, it's slowly caving in, slowing you down from hitting that flat surface.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought that was so.
I wonder if he aimed for the car. Or by chance he
We'll never
landed on
know.
one.
He'll never know. He'll never know. He'll never know.
Oh, right, because they say he survived. That
And,
means
like,
he still has a heartbeat.
Yeah,
Basically.
no, he's out the hospital.
Oh, he's back.
He released from the Sonny. Did you not hear me read this whole entire thing?
Mm-mm.
It was one sentence, and you didn't listen to none of it.
I think I did.
Because you questioned every part of it. Like, what are you
Well,
talking
obviously
about?
I listened because we're talking about it.
Nah, a New Jersey man. Okay,
I remember
that's
that
where
part.
He was.
Yeah, I remember
okay.
New Jersey.
Fell from the sky.
I remember that part.
And landed on a BMW.
I remember that part.
Was released from the hospital.
Forgot about this part.
Okay, after 2 months.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay. Damn.
2 months though. That's a long time to
Did you
heal.
record on these?
Don't play with me.
Just checking.
You are disrespectful. Oh my god.
Look.
See, but I'm glad that people get to see it.
I'm
You
just
disrespectful.
double-checking.
Did you?
No, because you were
Exactly,
finalizing
did
it.
you?
You were doing the cameras.
All
I was
right.
doing audio.
Anyways, all right. The highest okay, go ahead.
Nah, well, yeah. Shout out to the man that fell from the sky.
For sure.
Look, or he wasn't thrown from. I want to get back into him falling from the sky. Why do you think this man was thrown from a plane?
Well, I didn't say anything about a plane. That's you.
Yeah. You don't just fall off the sky, right?
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't remember. That's really where I was going with that too. I don't think he doesn't remember. I think that's his best bet.
I'm sure you asked 3 people in his media circle what the hell probably happened to him. They're like, oh, well, that day.
Yeah, he lost a lot of money in the stock market.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, I don't think he doesn't remember. I think that's something he's gonna live with.
See, fall from the sky, like, are you in the middle of Manhattan and then someone falls because there's mad buildings, so maybe he jumped from a building, or is this like, you know what I mean? Like, you're walking down a street with no buildings and he literally falls from the sky.
Yeah.
Because that would really help determine what the hell happened.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because if he just fell, like if you were in like the countryside and like you just chilling with your horse,
body
all of a
just
sudden,
drops.
boom, you're like, well, that fell from the sky.
That fell from the sky.
That didn't
Would you
jump out of
run?
the building. What do you mean? Of course I'm running. I don't even want to see what it looks like because I already know. Damaged.
Well, not if he fell through a car. I'm talking about the same situation. He fell through a car.
There's a BMW and they fall. No, I'm not doing.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
These things aren't adding up.
No. As soon as I realize it's a human being, I'm calling.
Why do they
Somebody
Why
come
do
get
they
this.
specify it was a BMW?
I think they were just trying to justify it was a car.
I would have said a car.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That is stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, these headlines are dumb. Like that's kind of why I picked it. It's
Fair.
just so
Yo,
much
that's
goodness.
low key fake. Those we could write fake. We could probably write fake.
I think we should. What?
We could
I'm
probably
sure
write
we've
fake
spread
articles.
false news. I'm sure we've said something that wasn't accurate.
Misinformation.
Misinformation.
Unintentional. What is misinformation though? Is misinformation information that's not the fact?
Correct.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Let's see. It says 37 years ago, 50 companies owned 90% of the U.S. media. Today, 90% of the U.S. media is owned by 6 companies.
Yep.
Do you know what they are?
Yep. NBC is one. You said what?
Huh?
News. You said news
you
companies.
heard what I said. All right, let me give you a hint out here. All right, we got Viacom.
Oh, Warner Media, Warner Entertainment,
No.
AT&T Universe.
No. He said AT&T Universe. All right, so we got Viacom, New Corporation, Comcast, CBS, Time Warner, and Disney. I'm actually very surprised at the Disney part for some reason.
Well, Disney owns a lot, and we all know Disney owns a lot.
Yeah, we just talked about what were their top grossing movies last night, and like to know that Frozen was
Number one.
at the top of the list.
What'd you tell me about each one, each movie? There's Frozen 1 and Frozen 2.
Yeah, they both earned over $1 billion. At average, it was 1.4.
Wow. I wonder who sees the most of that money.
Yeah.
Who do you think?
Mm-hmm.
The producers probably?
Mm-hmm. I don't even want to spread.
Or the
false
studio?
news.
I don't know. I
Who
just wonder how that
acquires all
works.
that, huh?
I just wonder how that works.
Well, I mean, maybe the studio.
Because
though.
as you were saying, right, a lot of people are doing these back-end deals now.
I didn't say back end deals.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll get my money on
Don't
the back
ever
end.
misinform people like that. I did not say
You
that.
were like, yeah, people like aren't they? They're
I
taking
said people
less
are
on the
asking for
upfront.
royalties. That's what I said. I did not say anything about back end deals. You're sick.
They're making money on the back
You're
end.
sick. They asking for royalties now instead of like upfront money. Is what I said.
Right. And
Okay.
so I'm saying, well, say a movie makes $1 billion, and you're like, well, you just because you're really eating.
Yeah. But I'm sure that they can tell somehow. They do like these tests that can tell that the movie's gonna do well. I'm sure they can tell before it does
sort of like you're right. All the movies do test, but when you're testing, like you're testing too, still not the masses.
What? Yeah, I think you are.
Like that's like sitting a group of random people in a classroom and said, "Hey," a group of 30 people and saying, "Hey, watch this and tell me what you guys think."
Yeah.
Say most people say it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to do well across the country or like in general.
Well, I think they targeted towards children. I think that they did a different kind of situation.
Like, let me think of a movie that you would
Because you're
project.
targeting like all adults when there's like so much more to the demographic. Where like children, it's just like
Okay, you know the movie Ant-Man, the Marvel movie Ant-Man? Okay, you think that? How do you think that tested? Do you think they said, yeah, this is
I've never
probably gonna
seen
do
it.
well? Well, it was just like it probably
If I never
for
seen
a
it, I
reason.
can't tell you how it's gonna test.
But okay, another example is just like Aquaman. They're probably like, oh, Aquaman.
Never seen it.
I'm just trying to use like basic movies.
No, I mean you give me a basic movie; those aren't basic movies.
I mean, when's the
'Cause I've
last
never seen
time?
them.
Okay, that's not okay. The only movie you've seen that movie that are streamed. I'm talking about movies that were like being released by movie theaters back in the day.
I do go to the movie theaters. So I don't know. You could have said Fast and Furious.
Okay, let's say Fast and Furious, right? In general, everyone would say, yeah, it's a pretty decent, it's a pretty good franchise.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like one, maybe two that people are like, ugh. So my thing is, when they tested, do you think those movies where everyone was like, yo, this is gonna be good, and then when it got released, most people were like, oh, we don't like this one.
No, I think that no. I think they probably tested the first one,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, oh, this is good, and then it became like bigger. And then I don't think they had to test anymore. I think they were just getting lucky after that.
Mm.
They're just like hoping because they made so much gross that they're probably like, we're not losing regardless.
Right.
So
yeah.
And then it'll just keep going. Like, what? I ain't testing after the 2, 3. You tripping? Y'all gonna take this?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
it's a fair point.
I try to be fair.
Currently, we're looking at the ballerinas. I think they're black swans.
Do you hear that?
It's the wind.
Oh, okay.
It's the black swans in Kanye's Dark Twisted Fantasy video.
Oh, that's what we're doing?
This has been stuck here for about...
Yeah, I was wondering. I thought it was a screensaver.
No, these women are literally holding...
I was like, dang, this is an interesting screensaver. I never understood this. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Understood what?
This. What do they do? What are they? What
Ballerinas?
Yeah, I just never really understood it.
You mean the purpose?
Like, am I enjoying watching this? No. Do I find anything great about it? It's actually cringy for me.
I feel you. No, I was like, and they think they're special.
Yeah, like they think someone like is really. I mean, I don't want to take it away from them, I guess, but like for me personally, that's just like cringy for me. It's like, who want to do this?
Yeah, so I opened up Reddit this morning, and it was a question of what, like the subject, the topic was, what addiction do you struggle with the most? Or what addiction do you struggle with? And there were 3 reoccurring addictions. And I was scrolling for a while. It was just like reoccurring. Take a guess at what you think the top 3 addictions are.
Pills, alcohol, weed.
2 of those are correct.
Okay.
So the top 3 that kept reoccurring were alcohol, a lot of alcohol, mostly alcohol, and then weed. Some people were just like, I can't stop. And then there was porn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of porn.
It's an addiction? Weird.
Oh, yeah, for a lot of people, man.
Strange.
Yeah, I know. And so...
I don't... It's always interesting, too, when I say stuff like that, like when I make comments on something like that. Because it's like, who am I to say what's weird and what's not? Like, I'm nobody. But at the same time, it's like strange.
Yeah, but I mean, I get it, right? Because people are people really aren't going out anymore like they used to. Most people are...
I see.
Yeah.
You don't have to, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, most people are like, I don't have to.
Now.
Yeah. So I can stay home. Don't nobody know me like me.
Don't nobody know me like me.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, that's quite interesting. But alcohol, a lot of them, like, that's just like that's most people. Because alcoholism goes back much further than like weed addictions and porn addictions, right?
Sure.
Porn
like
addiction is something new.
Low-key.
More than kind of new.
Porn. Oh,
it's a newer thing.
Yeah.
You know? And so...
It's kind of like, no, I don't know, because we kind of talked about this, like, it's before even computers and internet, because you have magazines. How long have magazines been coming through?
Yeah, no. Porn kind of goes back a ways, but you weren't like the accessibility for it isn't what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go on a computer, you can use your phone, you can go on Twitter and Instagram and find. You can find stuff that back then was what you were finding in Playboy on Instagram.
Yeah, true.
You know,
It's interesting.
Yeah, I think that, and they're getting crazy now. You can get like VR
what?
porn.
What is that? What is that?
I don't know. Well, basically,
I guess
you got goggles on, and then you're in it.
But like you can't feel nothing. So
yeah, I mean, I don't. I'm sure they got. Tricks.
But I guess you're saying that's porn. Like you watch it and you're not feeling nothing. You're just
you're just in there.
Yeah.
Being a creep.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, so that's one thing that people are doing.
I could see that being addiction, just because I just feel like it's so like intimate.
Yeah, immersive and intimate. Yeah,
intimate. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, and say you single, can't get nobody. You just buy yourself that thing and live in that world.
Man.
Yeah. So there's market for that. Yeah. But I found that interesting.
And you said
the people that smoke, we were just like, man, I've been smoking for like 9 years straight, 5 years straight. And then I was like, and they were just like, I would try to stop for a few months, but I can't. And some people were like, yeah, when I do stop. But then you also have people that are in there supporting them, be like, yo, man, you'll be cool. He's like, the first few days, you'll be like, can't really sleep. And then like, maybe after a week, you can probably get your appetite back. But after that, you'll be cool. So there's people like giving you both sides, because people are like, oh yeah, I went through it too. And so for them, they were just like, and then one dude was kind of getting into how he was saying how it's like, back the weed today is much. He's like, forever I was fighting when people said the weed today is much stronger than before. But he's like, no, it's true. He's like, the weed today is like so potent that smoking, as being a daily smoker, even smoking multiple times a day, you're really giving your brain a hard time to like find its natural balance. And then yeah, it was, they had some interesting points. Yeah. And I was like, the weed is, now like they have weed that's 36, like now, like people just like 36% is like kind of what, not the norm, but that's readily available. Yeah. And so.
I get it. I mean, listen, yeah, I've been smoking since I was 16, probably. Obviously, I've taken breaks in between, but like,
that's
I just
like 15 years of smoking.
But I figured like that was just gonna be part of my life. Like it's just part of who I am. Like that's just something that brings me. It's like some people play basketball. Well, I don't. Right. But yeah, sometimes I do be like, I'm gonna chill, and I'll just like not smoke as much. But it is what it is. If I get to a day where I want to stop, I'll just stop. Is that how addiction sounds or addicts sound? They be like, well, I can stop when I want. You know what I mean? But like, I've stopped for what's like the longest, like maybe 6 months.
Okay. I mean, I always think about it, and I think for a lot of I think for myself even, like I'm more drawn to the act of smoking it, like picking up a doobie, putting it down, inhaling. Like I think I like that act more than anything, because I don't mind. I don't mind smoking, but I kind of like have been doing the edible thing now, like the gummies, and that kind of works for me. But after like a few days of like just doing gummies or something and not really toking, I'd be like, oh, I want to smoke it. I want to smoke.
I want to smoke some.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
Yeah, I'll take it. If people are going to label it as addiction, then fuck it. You just call me a weed addict. I don't care. You don't change nothing over here. Yeah. I mean, I don't smoke anymore because I have a job.
Oh my, what's happening here?
I don't smoke anymore because of my job, but I'm saying back then I did.
You're allergic to weed. Let's get into that.
Yeah, I am, and it's the weirdest thing. I don't know how many people go through that though.
So explain.
It's just what it is. Like
when you touch it, smell it, see
when I touch it, smell it, it just sets off a chain reaction. Yeah, inhale it. It's just for the next 30, 45 minutes.
Your nose is running.
I'm sneezing and tripping out, So I usually try to wear a mask when I'm rolling. It's like, why go through all this, right?
That's wild.
But like I usually try to wear a mask, or like I try to roll outside, so like it's like, breezy or something.
Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe you shouldn't be toking.
I mean, everybody got their own allergies, man.
Yeah, most people avoid the things that make their allergies trigger because their body doesn't want it.
well, this body gonna take it. So just shut
I
up.
don't care what you want,
Shut up
body.
and take
You
it.
you with me. you with
You
me.
rolling with me. Yeah. Oh man, that's so funny. I mean, it's not like every single time, but it's like 80%.
If you could be any part of the human body, like you are a part of the human body. Like you could be an arm, you could be a leg, a toe, a nose. What part of the human body would you like to be?
That's crazy. Probably eyes, man, so I can see it all.
Oh, you want to be able to see everything?
Yeah, because I ain't necessarily got to speak it.
Nosy motherfucker.
Yeah, nosy motherfucker. I see that shit. I be like, damn, that's crazy.
Dang, that's a good answer. Be a
What
set
would
of
you be?
eyes. But then you might say you with someone, you're rolling with somebody who has a fucked up life, and you got to see the worst, most terrible things. That could suck.
Why would I be rolling with someone with the most?
No, you don't
life?
choose. No. The same way we didn't choose to be on planet Earth. Like as humans, you could come back as an ear or something. I'm saying you can come back. I'm just being hypothetical.
Oh, you're saying the person. Oh,
you're
whose
on.
eyes.
Yeah,
Got
you're
it.
on
I was
somebody.
like, what? These eyes are just tagging along.
Nah, you're part
That
of
was
someone's
funny.
body.
Okay, got it. Dang, that's interesting. But
I
nah,
know.
what if I? Nah.
You want to keep your answer?
Like, who would I be eyes for? That's crazy. That takes it a step further. What would you be, and who would you be it? Who would you be it on?
Well, I don't know who I'd be it on, but I guess if I could be any body part, I'd probably be a mouth isn't a body part, like a tongue probably.
A mouth is a body. It's not a body part. It is a body part.
Not really. You have lips. And
No,
you
but
have
the
your
mouth itself is the mouth itself. Like, come on, bro, chill. You could say it.
No, because you could say teeth, tongue.
If you want to be some teeth, then that's up to you.
Yeah.
It's a body part.
I think I want to be a set of ears.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I could hear.
Just hear
I
it
think
all.
I could just like, yeah, I could pretty much like chill and like listen all day.
Dang. But what about like when you're trying to go to sleep?
I'm asleep.
You hearing? you hearing it all too.
If I were ears, I'd be. Well, it depends, right? I could be a light sleeper or a heavy sleeper set of
Okay.
ears. That's interesting. I think I'd be a pair of ears.
Whose ears would you want to be though?
A musician's.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
None but good times in those ears.
For sure. Unless I get stuck with a heavy metal rocker. And I got to hear that all day.
Nah.
So I guess if I were any pair of musicians' ears, it'd be like an acoustic guitarist set of ears.
Oh, acoustic guitarist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or guitarist.
All right.
I'm good with that.
And I said I wanted to be eyes. Whose eyes would I want to be?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd probably be like animal eyes, like an eagle or something crazy.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Like a
And
wave
eagles and
feather?
eagle's eyes?
Yeah, like
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer. Good answer.
Thank
Good
you.
answer.
Appreciate it. Cause I heard that they can like zoom in and out and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they
So I'd be like, like what y'all doing over there?
Yeah. And you could, like the things you see.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good answer.
Yeah. Anyways, that was good stuff.
Are you a fan of museums? Have you visited museums?
Mm-hmm. I just went to a museum when I went to where'd I go?
Costa Rica, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, I think I went. I'm almost positive. And we went to a museum out there. It was pretty interesting. I liked it. So yeah, I go to museums all the time.
What was
I
the
feel like
museum?
that's what me and my girlfriend usually do.
What was the museum?
Oh, you're asking too many questions now. It was the museum out there.
What was the heck? It was this history museum, the culture
yeah, it
museum.
it was more of a cultural museum. It was less history.
Was it for tourists though? It was like for a tourist to visit, or it was like in the city?
Yeah, for tourists to visit.
It was more touristy thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing touristy about Puerto Rico really, except for the. I mean, I don't know what I'm saying anymore, cause I don't know.
I like museums. I got into them only because, well, I'm kind of like, I've never not liked museums. Let me say that. But I got more into them because when I was in school, we had to go quite often. But when we went, we would have to like learn about specific. So more so, Liz, we learned about like an artist. So the LACMA in LA County Museum of Art. We were studying fine art painters in like different eras, and then so after learning and researching about all these different painters, we then went to LACMA and saw these works of art. But we already knew the history of a lot of these paintings and artists. And then like we got into like a lot of sculpture art. So basically like we learned a lot about these artists that were featured in LACMA, and then went to LACMA to like really check them out. And then I was like, wow, this is really, I found it like super fascinating because I was like, oh, this is it's more than just like reading about an artist and looking at their pictures in a book, right? We were actually going to able to go see them, and so I was like, this is really cool. And I remember for Mother's Day, I think I took Mom to LACMA and I gave her a tour that I went on and like broke down all the artists and stuff like that. So yeah, I enjoy museums.
Yeah.
I think they're a good time, but they're also
very
ones.
informative.
Yeah, but there's also some that are like a big waste of time. I think.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I don't want to say waste of time.
Yeah, but like when you go down, there's like this street, like Washington, like over by Washington in LA, and there's like a whole bunch of museums.
See, yeah.
And some of them you walk in, you be like, for real, and they will have like something this size up on the wall.
Like
you know, like some
book.
finger paint. You be like, that's it. I guess so.
Yeah, like I mean, even at LACMA, you'll see like a big red square or something on the wall.
Yeah. They be like,
and you're
there
like,
you go.
this right here.
Fire.
But the thing is, you're like, this isn't art. Whoever that was the first person to do it. You know what I mean? Like at some point it wasn't, but like so no, think about what I'm saying. They were like, now you would never say a square or a circle just drawing is a piece of art. That's because someone did it already. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first person that did it. They were like, yo, this is crazy. And there everyone was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you get what I'm trying to say though?
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's
there's only room for one. There's only room for one.
Yeah. For sure.
Like there's guys who back in the day, like Jackson Pollock, he was someone who like was known for like splashing paint everywhere and calling it art, and people loved it and paid all the money for it. Now you're like, what? What the heck? Everybody can do that.
Pollock.
Yeah, so it's like the first to do, I think, a certain style.
For sure. But anyway, so we were talking about watermelon. I was thinking about it, and I looked into it. I was like, how do we get here with watermelon, like, and black people? Like, why is it always why are we connected? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it was saying before it was a racist stereotype, black people grew and sold watermelon, which became a symbol of freedom. I was like, okay. It said then white people turned the fruit into a symbol of poverty, changing the narrative around the watermelon to mean unclean, lazy, and childlike. It said this change was to shame black watermelon merchants, including like postcard pictures, black people stealing, fighting over, or sitting outside eating watermelon. So
they turned the watermelon into something to make black people look bad?
Right, when it was what was feeding us.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was good for us. We thought it was a symbol of freedom because we could go get watermelon and stuff like that. And they were like, wait. They're making money off of it. You know?
When was that? Like, you remember, like, around what time?
Year?
Yeah, when was that?
Nah, I don't know what year. I mean, I don't know what year.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you can Google it on your phone.
No, you know what I was thinking about earlier? I was like, where did the word dad come from? I'm sure father is probably like universal.
They're probably going to say it's like something French or something. A natural sound from child's mouth as a second stab at consonants after they try the normal mama. Next is often either da da ta ta ba ba.
So babies naturally want to say dada, I guess, for the father.
Yeah, like for the mouth, ba 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 da da da. That's what he was saying. Like you usually say ba ba, mama, da da with the consonants.
Yeah.
Did you not hear me?
Man, I remember being a kid and I was like, what does the word "the" mean? It's not in the dictionary. It's not in the dictionary.
Yeah.
But it's a word that we use every day. But I guess not all words have definitions.
What does "the" mean? The, listen, is a grammatical article in English donating persons or things already mentioned under discussion. Yeah, implied or otherwise presumed. Oops.
That sentence kind of made sense.
Kind of, right?
Yeah.
It was like, oh, the is something.
That's what it says? The is something?
No, I'm telling you.
Oh.
All right, so it says the is grammatical article, okay, denoting persons or things already mentioned under discussion, implied or otherwise presumed familiar to listeners or readers. It is the only definite article in English. The is the most commonly used word in the English language, accounting for 7% of all words. It derived from gendered articles in Old English, which combined in Middle English and now has a single form used with pronouns. Either, I don't know.
Yeah. But the is in everyone's language.
The is in everyone's language? What do you mean?
I mean, I feel like I don't know, but I feel like every language, every culture uses the word the. Like the car, it's the is a part of all I feel like
Well, no,
language.
that's how we interpret things. That's how we in our language interpret things with the. Do you know what I'm saying? Like okay, they might not have like.
Let's say Azalea's language.
We won't understand it. No, because even if you listen to like even if you wrote out Chinese, right? Or isn't that what it's called?
Chelsea.
Isn't it what's called?
Slippery waters.
No. If you wrote it out, it wouldn't be how our sentences would be. They'd be choppy-ish.
Yeah, I'm not saying writing it out, but say there's people having a conversation. You're saying in their conversation they wouldn't use the word the in their conversation?
No, maybe their conversations don't need what we need.
No, okay,
like
so in Spanish there is a word the. It's de, de.
Like, what if it's a different language and we would say the car is yellow. They're just saying car yellow.
But I'm telling you, that's not how it goes.
What do you mean?
Like, what do you mean? What do I mean?
How are you telling me that's not how it goes? And you don't speak multiple languages.
I know. Spanish. I understand.
You understand it? Do you speak it?
Yeah. No, that's not the point.
All right. So then I want you to say something.
No, I'm so confused.
No,
if you took a Spanish class, you learned the word de. De is the in Spanish, so they use that word. In Tagalog and in Ilongo and all those languages, they use the word Spanish. The. De. Like, what are you talking about?
The. La is in Spanish.
Yeah, there's several ways. But I'm saying that word exists.
Okay. So let's say the in German. Das.
So, back to my point. The is in everyone's language. Because it's like a necessary... Because like you said, it's used to describe whatever the subject is.
Does every language have an equivalent of the word the? No. Spoken human languages exhibit a wide variety of forms with really only a few common structures, such as sentences build around subjects, objects, and verbs. That's pretty much what I was saying. That is pretty much what I was saying.
Okay, it's saying no.
Definitely what I was saying.
Okay, cool. But it's saying no. Is the no two? Oh, because all but two countries, all but two languages use the word the. So technically, no. We don't know. Majority of languages have the word the in it.
But you got what they was saying though, because that's what I was saying. Is when you write it out and read it out or like whatever, it's not necessarily gonna have the in it. They don't necessarily have that.
Das Boot.
Okay. I don't know.
The boot.
All right. It's been another episode of the Culture Menu Podcast with your host, Chelsea.
And Lasani. She doesn't know the episode number.
Episode 41. Tap in.
Let me sing us out the episode.
No.